what's going on, guys?
Secure the objective.
Today I want to talk about a novel called A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley, and I believe it was written in 1932, so keep that year in mind. This was written a super long time ago, and basically this novel is about a future that Aldous Huxley predicts the world will be like in the future. And in this novel, he hits a lot of points that we are actually leading to right now today in our society. For example, babies. In the book, babies were not made, like the traditional way. For today, we would make babies by, making love with other people, inserting our sperm into their egg, right? And having sex and whatnot. But in the book, they do take a sperm cell, they do take an egg, but they genetically engineer everything so that they look good and they're smart and they don't have any diseases and everything else, So, and there's also and they don't get a parent after being born. They're just raised in a school, I guess. I don't remember, but I remember that they were born in pods and they don't have any parents whatsoever, and when they become older they go to school and they stay in school with the teacher. To me, I guess the teacher is kind of like their parent, but they don't they're not like really a parent, but they're the only adult for them at this time, right? So yeah, babies are not, they don't get to be with parents, they don't get to come from a mother, they don't have parents at all, they just come from a pod. And another thing, and this can relate to our society today, because we are actually heading towards genetically engineering our children. For example, today if you have the money for it, you can actually genetically engineer your child to look good and not be born with any diseases or anything like that. So, but we're not at the point where we're making babies in a pod. But it seems like we're leading down that road, which can be a good thing and can not be. Another thing I want to talk about is their conditioning. In this novel, they have conditioning. Everybody is conditioned to think a certain way and act a certain way. This relates a lot to our society, because things that condition us today are, say, like persuasive commercials. They condition you to want to buy something, and music, they condition you to act a certain way. For example, all these songs with like drugs and women and whatnot, they're trying to get you to want to do drugs, all you want to do is get B-words or whatever. And that relates to our society a lot, actually.
Multiple targets, fangs out.
Another thing, actually, for conditioning,
enemy flag acquired.
They like play this video that you have to watch, and this is the extreme conditioning. Like, they have different levels of conditioning, but this is like their intensive conditioning. They make you sit down, you put on headgear, and you're just watching this projection, and you see a video with different pictures. Like, it's like a quick slideshow, and there's words going across everything, stuff saying like you are good looking, you are smart, but you're unique, but everybody's the same, everyone belongs to everyone, a whole bunch of crap. And one thing I want to talk about in that video is everyone belongs to everyone. This means in the novel, there is no love at all. You can love your favorite food, you can love your favorite drink, but you cannot love a favorite person, because they think that this is possessive, which I do not believe in. But in this novel, that's what's going on. So basically, you don't get into any relationships with anyone at all, since you don't have parents, you can't get girlfriends, you can't get boyfriends. You can go around having sex with anyone you want, but you can't actually, like, you know, like get in relationships with someone because that is considered abnormal
Capture
and
the flag.
unnatural or whatever. Not being able, and so cutting off relationships, that cuts off so many experiences for you. This is why this can be bad. Some people might think that not being able to have relationships is cool because there are people that are just like want to go around have sex with everybody. There are people like that today. So like I said, this novel relates to our society today. But I guess that if you look at it from that point of view, this is good. But if you look at it from my point of view, this is terrible. Not being able to have relationships, you are taking away
Friendly Hellstorm missile
from
inbound.
being able to have have a family,
Enemy flag acquired.
have compassionate love, I guess.
RCXD in your AO.
And this, if I was put in that position, I would honestly just won't even live.
We've taken the
Because
advantage.
that is really dumb,
We've captured the enemy
honestly.
flag.
Our
Our
You
flag
can't, like, I don't want to miss out on the possibility of having
awaiting
a
coordinates.
family going out. Even just going out with dinner with a family would be awesome, but they can't do that. That's considered like not normal, and then you'll have to be put through intensive conditioning. They also have this drug called Soma that prevents you from thinking abnormally in their eyes. So say you feel everybody's supposed to be happy. Everybody is happy at all times. They're supposed to act that way. You deserve to be happy, or whatever. That's what they're conditioned to think.
Flag.
So if you feel sad, stressed, angry, you pop this pill and it'll make you feel happy, I guess. So anything, you always feel happy. Every day you're supposed to feel happy. So, but to me that does not make any sense. Because if you're always happy,
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
then it's not considered happy really, because that's just your normal feeling.
Our flag carrier is down.
How's there gonna be happiness when there's no sadness, no stress, no angry? If you're happy all the time, then it's not being happy, you're just being your
Friendly
normal state.
swarm inbound.
Which, yeah, that's how I see it. But another thing that I want to talk about is how technology can be a huge threat to us in the future. Their technology is very advanced, but as you can tell from what I'm telling you, it sounds like a sucky world if you look at it through my perspective.
We've captured the enemy flag.
So we are heading toward their technology, which is fortunate but unfortunate at the same time. I want to lead up to that amount of technology, but I at the same time don't, because I don't want our society to become like that. Our society today is based on it's based on family, love, and success. But in the novel, their society is pretty much based on industry, economy, and technological growth and improvement. The citizens of this novel were not concerned with themselves as individuals. They have been conditioned to see the world as a collective and technologically oriented. So they basically surrendered their culture for technology.
Another kill.
Is another area of the world where they call savages, where they live. And these are the people that are not part of their high-tech society. These are, like, I guess you can say, like the ghettos of this novel. And there's this main character, John. He helps out, or he ends up going to their modern society, and he sees what's going on. And keep in mind, John, he read a bunch of books. He read everything that was extinct to everybody else. He read Shakespeare. He read a bunch of other stuff. So he was a very intelligent person. And he was a very intelligent person. He loved his mother, which he had, because, yeah, he had a mother, and you know how everybody else in the city didn't. So, and he gets introduced to the society. He thinks it's supposed to be perfect because that's what they're made to think, that this is a perfect society, but he gets there and it is not what he expected at all. What he expected was a perfect, well, like our society today would probably be perfect to him, but their society was just screwed up. He expected love, compassion, a bunch of stuff that we have today that we might not have in the future, which really sucks, to be honest. I really do not want the world to come to this, cause I don't want my future family members, I guess, to go through that. That's really terrible. I don't want babies to be born from a pod. I don't want
You have
children
executed
to
authority.
be conditioned to not love anybody else, to not have parents and whatnot. I want them to have morals. I don't want them to be like robots, basically. That's how everybody acted, as robots, which is really terrible. Hopefully you found this informational and educational, and it makes you think about how bad,
UAV
I
above.
guess you can say, our society is today, and how much worse it can really get.
Waypoint out.
So, yep, thanks for listening. See you later, guys.